Mm, how to quiet anxiety. Wow. You know, it's a really important message for this time because there are many, many, many things out there to be anxious about, right? If we put our focus there, and let's just say that you are right now, that for whatever reason you're experiencing anxiety in your world, whether it's in your personal relationships and whatever, in all aspects of your life, right? And we experience anxiety. So I'm just sharing with you some methods that really help me when I get into that place of anxiety or I start to feel anxious or feel like something's happening, right? I think it's that out of control, right? I feel like something out of my control is happening, and right, I get anxious, right? And so these are techniques that I use for myself. One of the first things that I do is I just begin to breathe, just like quieting my breath, right? Especially if like I can feel, you know how you can feel stress in your body? It just feels like you're at a heightened level, and you can just feel you just feel it in your body. You just feel, mm, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Anyhow, so I'll just start to just breathe, just like breathing in slowly, and then holding it for 2 seconds, and then just releasing the breath. Just breathing in again deeply, holding for 2 seconds, and releasing the breath. Holding for 2 seconds there too, and then breathing in deeply again. And just do this and see if you can get your body rhythms. Because if you're having that level of anxiety, the first thing that we want to do is we want to get your body to just kind of relaxing the body. So we're focusing on the body right now. So we just breathe. And then I like to put my hand on my heart and just really focus my energy on my heart, my heartbeat. As I'm breathing in these deep inhalations in, holding and releasing. And if you feel like you're starting to get lightheaded or whatever, you can feel like buzzing in your body, you might just want to go back to just breathing regularly, just kind of easing into the breath. And just allowing yourself to begin to integrate peace into your body. Peace, 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 peace through the breath, peace through connecting to the heart. Mm. And then another really, this is the body, how we can work with the body, and that's like instantaneous. We can do that. How we can work with the mind when we're dealing with anxiety, and the mind is probably the most challenging thing to manage, is because the mind is generally chatting at a really rapid rate, and maybe even like uh, laying out scenarios of, you know how horrible this thing could turn out, or whatever the anxiety is, whatever's causing it, right? And so then at that point in time, when we want to focus on our mind and are bringing our mind into quiet, and then we move to meditation, and we just enter into this space as a sacred holy being, and we just ask the anxiety itself to just quiet itself down. And you might hear it's still just rambling, rambling, rambling. And so one of the visuals that I like to have when I'm doing meditation, when I'm in this place of like a lot of thought going on, and I'm trying to sit and just calm my mind, I will imagine those thoughts being in these little boats or these little canoes that are going down the river. And I just watch them, and I just allow the thoughts to just move beyond me. I see the thoughts as outside of myself, that I'm not the thoughts, because you're not your thoughts. You're a divine, sacred, infinite being, right? These thoughts are thoughts. You're having thoughts. You are not your thoughts, right? We can also choose to engage in thoughts, or we can just allow thoughts to just be and to just move on by and just to release them, right? And don't worry, when you're sitting and doing this meditation, those thoughts will come back when you're done. So don't worry, they're not going anywhere. You're just going to find a place of peace and of quiet in order to rest your mind, to give yourself a much needed break, right? Especially if you've been in a high stress environment. Mm. Like sometimes our jobs can provide that for us. Sometimes our home life, right? Maybe many different circumstances can add to the anxiety and stress of being alive, and especially now. There's we have other things that we're contending with that we've never had to deal with before, right? And so we're it's important for us to know how to release stress and how to navigate through stress and how to um, how to make sure that we're giving ourselves that break from all of that noise, right? All of the anxiety, all of the stress. And so we just move into that space and we watch the thoughts just moving down the river, and we just release them and we just let them go, right? And we just sit in that place, and hopefully the canoes will become less and less, right? You won't really see them as often, right? There'll be larger places in between canoes where you'll experience this deep residing peace. You may actually feel like you are the river. Wow. Let's look at that for a minute. You're the river, and the thoughts are just moving downriver, downstream. I love that. I love that you're the water. What a beautiful, beautiful visual. And you can just see these thoughts just floating on by, just floating on past you, you know. And you're not the thoughts. You're not what's in the canoe. You're the observer. So give yourself time to sit. I would say a minimum of 20 minutes, a minimum of 20 minutes. And I'd say, if you can sit for an hour, magic happens. I don't know. There's something about an hour that just brings so much to you, right? There are gifts that are held within the sacred devotion of meditation. And there are gifts that we essentially earn on a meditation journey, and that is our devotion to the practice, right? It's a practice. We practice meditation always, forever. We'll never stop practicing it, right? Yeah, and so whatever it is that and the amount of release that you're going to experience is going to be directly in relationship to the amount of time that you're willing to spend sitting and just quieting. And you can do that any way that you need, like in an easy recliner. Set it up so that you don't fall asleep, but it can be on a meditation cushion, whatever it is that you feel that you need, or you feel that will support you in creating this time for yourself. Right? And yeah, so at this point in time, I don't think it's really important that you strike a certain posture or sit in a certain way or have a certain visual or breathing technique when you're doing this. This is just for you to just relieve and to quiet anxiety and to relieve stress. So, oh, mm. We can breathe together. Let's do it. Let's just breathe together 3 times. Breathing in deeply, holding for 2 seconds, exhaling, holding for 2. Let's do that cycle 3 times together. Ready? Let's begin. Mm. I hope in those few seconds together that you are able to experience peace, peace, peace. And I love you, and I look forward to sharing with you again soon. So much love for you. Yeah. Yes. So remember, everything's working out for our good. It's all working together for our good. You can affirm that. Maybe that will help you relieve some of your stress and anxiety too. It's all working together for our good. It's all working together for our good. I promise. It's going to get a little challenging. Yes, we're going to grow through these times, but yes, yes. And if you can navigate the field, feeling less anxious and less stressful, it's going to really help you on your journey. It's going to help you immensely. All right. Be loved, beloved. I'll see you again.